Hey, how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great Friday. It is August 9th, Friday morning. I am in North Carolina, and I'm going to be working this weekend. I hope everybody else is going to be off this weekend, having a good weekend, enjoying it with your friends and families. But anyway, I want to talk to you today about a load I did from South Dakota down here to North Carolina. Pretty good run, not the greatest, not the worst, about an average run for this length of haul. The load was 1420 on loaded miles, 241 on deadhead, for a total of 1,661 miles I did on this load. And so the load paid $3,900 to the carrier. That's $235 a mile to the carrier. $31.20 to me. That's $1.88 a mile, all miles. Not horrible, not the greatest. It was 26 degree load. It was start stop. They didn't tell me to run it continuous, so I didn't run it continuous. But yeah, so overall, not a bad load. I spent quite a bit in truck fuel, but I've got, more truck fuel than I've started with, so it's kind of, a little bit of a give and take on it, on that situation. This was a longer run. I'm kind of doing a little switch up here when I get done with going back to Minnesota. I think I'm going to start doing some more shorter regional runs, try to keep them under like 1,000 miles, because these longer runs, from what I'm seeing on the load boards, the longer runs are the ones that are taking the hardest hit on rates coming down, especially after 4th of July. You'll get a little bit of rates and freight slowing a little bit after the 4th of July, and I've noticed a pretty good hit on these longer ones. I'm probably going to do some shorter regional stuff into the holidays, through the fall and probably through the winter. I'm trying to build up some customers that are regional, and I may even try some local stuff. When I say local, I'm talking like 300 miles or less, just to see how it shakes out. Hopefully, if I do that, I can get some better delivery times too. My delivery times have been through the roof, horrible, for like the last 2 months. I mean, detention times are crazy. Less than, I guess things getting tighter. The brokers are not willing to come off detention pay like they were, last year when rates were better and they needed trucks. When they needed trucks, they would get you some detention pay. They don't need you as much now, so they're kind of letting you hang out for free. And yeah, I'm not UNICEF. I don't do things for free. So hopefully we can work this out, get this business plan refined down a little bit. My list of brokers that I don't want to work with anymore keeps growing because of these detention times, and no one knows what they're doing, it seems, out here. I mean, how hard is it to get a pickup number right? It just amazes me how many times a broker can mess up a pickup number. So, yeah, back to this load. This load, it was 40,000 pound load, and I did have to pull it through the mountains, so the fuel economy was a little off, but like I said, I got more fuel than I started with. Excuse me. So let's go over the numbers. Let's get to the math of this load. Truck fuel, $946 in truck fuel. That was about 300 gallons I bought. It did not take 300 gallons to run this load. It took more like, probably say about like 250-ish, 225-ish, I don't know. Somewhere in there. But yeah, so 946 is what I spent. I probably used probably closer to like 750-ish. So, but we're going by the numbers of what happened. So that's the way I do it. I just letting you know this, it didn't take this much fuel to get here. 946 truck fuel. Reefer fuel, $31. Like I said, this was a start stop, 26 degrees, and it was pretty cool for a couple nights there in the Midwest. So really done well with the start and stop. $20 in def, $39 trailer wash, Sometimes I include the trailer wash, sometimes I don't. Like, if it's one of those things where the trailer needs a wash, I really don't include it, because I mean, maybe I should, but I kind of just look at that like a maintenance issue, you know. You got to maintain your trailer. But this time I do include it, because the trailer did not need to be washed. They wanted a wash receipt on this load, and yeah, they didn't care how clean the trailer was, you know, and the trailer was spotless. I'd had it washed. I'd hauled 2 loads on it since it had been washed, and both of them were, you know, just normal loads, nothing out of the ordinary on them, you know, packaged grocery loads. So I include that $39 out of this load. Brings my variable cost to $1,069. Fuel discount, should have put that in there before this, but $57 worth of fuel discounts with 19 cents off. I'm getting a gallon there, so that brings variable cost down to $1,012. You take the $31.20 off, the $1,012 off the $31.20 paid to the truck. That's $2,108. $2,108 for this load after variable cost. Not that impressed with it, to be honest with you. It took up a lot of time. It was Tuesday to Friday. Wouldn't take it early. I tried to get it in here. I could have got it here yesterday afternoon. They didn't want to do that, and they're taking their sweet time getting it unloaded today. So I don't know. I'm hoping I can get another load on this trailer today. If not, oh man, I may have to take some weekend freight, or worst case scenario, don't want to even say it. I'm not even going to say it. You know, screw my weekend. Maybe I have to wait till Monday. But anyway, that's what's going on, guys. I'm going to change it up with the regional thing. Anybody that's doing that as a owner operator, let me know how you do it. Do you run longer loads? Do you prefer shorter loads? Are you experiencing detention times going up and away? The load I did 2 loads ago was let me look real quick here on my paper. That load was, geez, how far back is it? Yeah, that load was a 1,615 mile load, and I had 13 hours of detention time between getting loaded and unloaded. 1 stop, 1 drop, 13 hours on 1 load. The customer only paid on the receiving end. The shipper did not pay detention time. I got $200 for 13 hours. Not good. I mean, somebody smarter than me can do the math on that, but that's less than I want to be making as a truck driver, especially as an owner operator. But yeah, let me know, guys, in the comments how things are going for everybody. If you're doing shorter loads, longer loads, let me know how you like it. If it's working out, what you prefer. Just give me your feedback if you could. I would appreciate it, because knowledge is power, and I do appreciate it. All the comments everybody leaves. Thanks, everybody, and take care of each other out there, everybody. It's very important. Later.